Find this waterfall. I'm guessing it's probably going to be a smaller one. Nothing large scale, but let's see what's back here. Still a little chilly. Warmed up a bit. Snowed overnight. You can still see some of it on the ground still, but it's going to warm up gradually over the next couple of days, so didn't stick too bad. Pretty much was gone as the sun came up, except for the stuff in the shade. Now, I don't remember if this is the one I take or not. This house is there. Yeah, I'll go this way. It's pretty steep. Oh, careful now. Now, the struggle that I found out here is the trails aren't well marked. There's no placards or any type of identifier aside from trying to see a walkable path. Oop, there, Dang. Man, coming back up this might be a biatch. Very, very steep. Oh yeah, see some stuff down there now. Got some water down here. Looks like I can go left or right. Yeah, let's go to the right and see what it looks like. I think left gets me lower, but we'll see. I don't know what this one's giving me. Oh yeah, tiny little waterfall right there. Nice. And keep going down in there. The creek cutting through. Looks like I can get down to that side there. Let's see. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna cut back and go the other way because a little bit of a better angle on the little waterfall right there. Yeah, pretty cool little neighborhood here. It is gated. We did have to have a code to get in, so this isn't like public access or anything like that. But very quiet. Neighbors have been really nice that we've run into. Haven't seen too many people, to be honest. Yeah. And a little waterfall on that side. Let me see. Let's get up here. This rock so we can get a good view. Looks like the trail continues that way. Alright. Oh yeah. And then these little shots here, just hanging out in in your backyard. So it is pretty cool. They got a lot of little trail systems within this neighborhood. And it seems like the HOA and stuff like that helps pay for a lot of the maintenance on them. Again, like the trails aren't marked well, but you could see on the camera how cleared out that path was. Even though it may not be something that's frequented often, it's well maintained. Alright, see if I can't let the drone air out overnight. Going to see if this works at all. Hopefully so. So I'd like to get a nice little flyover this spot right here. Okay, get a manual. Very foggy on the lens. Guess condensation on the lens. Oh no. That might be man, yeah, that looks like it's inside the lens. That's unfortunate. I mean, it looks like I could maybe still fly it, but I'm gonna have to let it keep airing out because it's not something I could wipe off. I thought I could wipe it off, but you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, it's definitely inside of it. Dang. Okay. Well, I did bring the rod and a couple of lures with me, so I'm gonna get down to the water's edge here and see. I don't see anything from up here, but you never know, so I'm gonna get down there and take a couple casts. I'll best get into the spot over here. Oh, okay. This way here. Now there are bears in these woods. I'm just hoping that they're hibernating by now. Couple of, you able to see that, but cool little shot right there. Puddle down that way. It's a little more difficult to get to, but I could get down through right here. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. Yeah, just be careful in spots like this. Again, like, I don't have the best shoes for it. I do have traction, but they're like more trail runners than they are hiking boots. But sometimes this is what it takes to get to these spots. All right, here we go. Heck yeah. Pretty cool, just in the neighborhood. See how cold the water is. Just got the icicle posted up on that log right there from the water churning in right there. Little pool right here. Again, I probably got the wrong lure on, but let's see if there's anything in here that might bite this. Yeah, this lure itself a little bulky, but I always love how some of these rivers like this, it's so deceptive of how deep it is because the water's so clear. You never know like what weight you need. I was talking about earlier like using like the 1/64th, but because of the current that's ripping right here, I'm assuming this is like an 1/8 ounce that I have on. I don't know the exact weight of this little jig head that I have on here, but it's getting pulled by the current. See if we can entice anything off the rocks. Okay. Couple drags with this grub. Now grubs, I'm typically not throwing these for trout. I was just trying to see if there's anything else in here. Switch it up, a little spinner. All right, switch back over to the rooster tail. again, I mean, I need to check this. Maybe I shouldn't be using the rooster tail, but I need to check. Whoops. Need to check what the rules are right now, because I know sometimes there's like delay harvest, and again, I'm not delay harvest meaning that you have to delay keeping any of the trout that you catch within a certain time period. But you know, again, like I'm catching and releasing anyway. But I just want to be mindful of like the rules and regulations around treble hooks or barb hooks. Since I'm not fishing with a fly or anything like that, and I'm using more traditional tackle over a fly rod currently, just want to be mindful of that stuff. I typically have a couple of little like blade baits or like spoons, like micro spoons that have the singular no barbless hooks on them that I use for trout fishing, because the spinner really does work really well, but a lot of places don't carry that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, it's just like a Japanese company that makes them, so a lot of the like smaller shops don't carry stuff like that. They carry, you know, like fly stuff only, and I, you know, throw those ones because I can throw them on spinning gear. All right. I think I'm gonna head back up around the other side here. Looks very rocky and not many pockets, but there's a big pocket on the other side. I'm gonna make my way back up. But again, even in an instance where there's no fish caught back here, like pretty cool to just kind of like be in the neighborhood and just find a little trail access and then come back here to see this stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. Never had this area on our radar in terms of like buying or building or anything like that, but yeah, definitely add it to it. I mean, we're really close to Boone, North Carolina, and I have frequented Boone quite a bit, especially for, you know, getting up to coming through for skiing and snowboarding and things like that. I haven't snowboarded in a very long time. I have old man knees now. I'll still throw the skis on though. I'll give that a shot. When Steph and I were out in Vancouver last year, I didn't take my camera with me, unfortunately, but we got some skiing in at Whistler, and I'll be honest, growing up on the stuff here and then trying to ski something there was boy, completely different. I think their blues are like our black diamonds out here, or their greens are like our black diamonds. It was nuts. It was like straight, it felt like it was straight down. I'll dig it out, and if I can find it, I'll put a little clip in right here. Had a couple of wipeouts. Steph didn't wipe out at all until right where we just about got to the lift, back to the lift. Does she have her first wipeout? But neither one of us ended up hurt, so take that as a win every single time. Uh-oh. Okay. The other issue with the trebles is all these leaves that are coming down. I'm just getting hooked on my hooks. That ruins a cast if I get hooked up on those. But again, this water is so cold. So I don't know how the fishing will be in this. Oh, and now the wind's whipping through again. Okay, get back there. You know, I probably look like an idiot out here talking to the camera by myself, but to be honest, like if there are bears still moving around, I will take it making noise. I don't have any, like a dummy, I don't have any spray, any noise makers on me or anything like that. So I'm just like, uh-oh. Terrible cast. Knotted up on me. All right. Pretty juicy looking little spot, but just depends on, just got to reel so fast too because of the current. I bet this holds stuff in prime time trout fishing, which we just missed by a couple of weeks. I mean, to me, like when I come around like mid to late October, I typically have pretty good luck. But again, if you're fishing like a stocked stream, they're usually pretty aggressive anyway, because they're just like feed fed or whatever. So they're just aggressively eat anything. A lot of rainbows and stuff like that. You have like the brook trout and the browns. A little harder to catch because they're the native species out here, but you'll get stocked rainbows that you can typically, if ones are around, you can entice them pretty easily. Some of these deeper holes I figured might be holding at least one. I could have the wrong stuff too, like feel like a slower, and the water's cold again, like slowing stuff down. I'm throwing movement lures. May not be the best bet right here. Maybe I need the float rig, but again, I don't have that stuff. Try and hit this other side real quick. Got a big, nice little pool right there. See if I can get down here to make a cast. A lot of the times, I mean, when I find them, most times they're like right behind, they'll sit right behind where that current's coming down right there. In that oxygenated water. They'll sit there. Nice little pool, like eddy kind of vibe right over there up under that brush or that tree, that overhang. Spots like that sometimes produce. The other thing you gotta be careful of too is sight. Because the water's so clear, you can see them. It's pretty much they can see you. So. And again, I'm not out here trying to like catch no trophy trout. I'm just out here enjoying my time. But a lot of times I have more like all black, which is probably not good out in the woods. But not to wear dark clothing because they can see the shadow and that type of stuff. But I didn't have time to mess with all of that stuff today. I'm not out. If I'm out here like for like and I'm actually trying to catch them, then I'll put a little more effort in. And what I do and how I prepare. But again, I'm just out exploring and seeing if I get lucky and come across one. So that's what we're doing. Oh, Pebble Beach. Nice. A little sign up for it. No. I didn't bring any waders or anything. I guess I should have prepared more. But I almost feel like it's more fun when it's like spontaneous like this, Didn't have any idea what was around here. We just booked this house because it was available in the time frame that we needed it, and a little bit closer because my dad's kind of help. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I think I can get over here. Looks like I can cast from the bank right over there. I don't see anything in here, but you never know. Yeah, the 1/8 might be in itself too heavy. Oh boy. Oh, I did. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, I got it. Threw it right in that tree. move on out of here. Like I said, it's getting a little bit to lunchtime. It's a little bit after lunchtime, I think. Let me see. It is 12:45, so it is past lunchtime. So I'm gonna try to make my way up out of here, get back, make some lunch, and maybe hit the pond again, see if I can get anything else to bite there. But again, can't be mad at the views. Just being out here. It is still cold. Like I said, it's warming up over the next couple of days, so looking forward to that and getting out and explore some more spots in Deep Gap.